Welcome to Fortune and Strife. I'm Robert, or Bayushi Shinichi, and I'll be your host and narrator.
I am Jeanne, and I am playing Doji Gen.
I am Tyler, and I am playing Akoto Riichi.
I'm Tiff, and I'm playing Kuni Yui.
I'm Paul, and I'm playing Shishiro Bisho. We doomed her to love.
And what good is love to a samurai?
Doji Gen, at this point, gets up to her feet. She holds her hands in front of her and looks very humble, but her face is very level and her tone is very level. And she says, "It seems to me like you are saying that this place, which was granted to the Suzume clan by the emperor himself to take guardianship over the emperor's planes, is somehow unworthy."
Oh, that's exactly what I'm saying. And don't think that your flowery words, Doji, can convince me of any other fact of the matter. And he stands up to his full height. And give me just a moment here as I make my own roll. A fun little technique called All Shall Fear Me.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you target him with a social action, you will gain 2 strife, as he rails against the fact that no flowery language from the doji will ever cow him in this regard, that everyone in the doji court that day and everyone in the rest of the empire knows now that when your ancestors mouthed off in front of the emperor, that they gifted them with the most backhanded compliment one can have, an entire clan dedicated to farming dirt, filth, and rock overlooking the most beautiful and sacrosanct plain, the most bountiful fields in the emperor's lands, and all they can do is look on it and rather just wallow in their poverty. But yes, target him, gain 2 strife, but he in himself gains 4 strife. At this point, everyone make me an initiative roll. We're in an intrigue now.
Okay.
Ooh.
For intrigues, the opening check is a TN1 sentiment check.
And you have to pick your stance.
Yes, pick your stance. He is in fire because your stance will dictate what you can do for the assessment phase, which is probably one of my favorite things about 5th edition is that there is an assessment phase at the beginning of initiative to let you sense what's going on around you. It's a really neat extra addition that I truly appreciate.
I'll be going into Earth stance, rolling this one.
All right.
And I will take the 2 successes, the strife, and the opportunity.
You got it. You can pick a couple of things. You know that Bisho does not like being around poverty. You could turn off their dislike of or having to be in luxury, but you also have ideas of your own.
Actually, no, that's the one I was going to go with.
Okay.
Just a calm, reassuring presence beside Bisho. No, reminds him of what we're here for.
Got it. And that's 2 successes. All right. Oh, sorry. Yeah. 2 successes on the initiative. All right. How about we just pass it next to Bisho then?
Okay, and it's a sentiment, and I'm going to do fire.
You got 1, but you have a couple of opportunity to spend.
Yeah, can't I
initiative?
put more strife on him with that?
Yeah, you sure can.
Yeah.
As you stand up and get all into yourself.
Probably stand in the back and start, maybe not on purpose, but flashing my eyes.
Oh, there you go. Both colors that they have. All right. Moving on to Kuni Yui. What stance are you going into as you assess for this initiative?
Also fire. I'll keep 2 successes, a strife, and an opportunity.
Okay. And going into fire mostly lets you not be surprised for the basic one for initiative. Go from any of the general or fired ones.
I would also like to inflame him.
You certainly can.
I would like to, with this
another
initiative,
2.
stand up aggressively also.
Yeah, you guys are. One is taking a provocative position. One is taking an aggressive position behind Ryuji against his father-in-law. And now we go on to Doji Gen.
I would like to roll in air. I got an explosive success and a success. Not bad, but not what I wanted right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. Give me an up. Perfect. Up.
There you go. At least you get 1 up. Yep.
And that's up is very important. I need to spend that to find his demeanor and current strife.
Yes. Okay. His demeanor is that this is a very ambitious man, meaning that coming at him hot with fire is not going to do much. He is going to burn you back alive. But if you could charm him somehow, coming with a water approach, you might come with a better chances against him. This is a man who's used to luxury and flattery and getting what he wants. He runs the Shinonome family, and he's used to people flattering him. +2 water, -2 fire, and currently has 8 strife.
Okay, thank you.
You got it. And now he will roll to go with fire. And he will also just get 1 success and 2 opportunities. And he'll spend 1 to negate the strife he's going to gain off of this, and spend another 1 to give Ryuji 2 strife. So now go ahead and put your successes, add that to your focus trait, and that'll determine initiative. So right now, Gon is going at initiative 8.
Ricci has a initiative of 6.
Bisho's at 7.
Gen is at 7.
Yui.
I'm at 7.
I actually believe that people of higher status go first in intrigue. So
You know what? I think that's right. So now let's go ahead and see who's got the statuses, which I think makes Bisha go last in
Yes.
ties.
he goes last.
Got it. So Gen and Yui, what are your statuses?
Let's see. My status is 35.
My status is 30.
All right, then it'll go Gen. And now comes the point for an intrigue is that we should state social goals. I need to know what your social goal is, Doji Gen.
My social goal is to attempt to persuade him to let the baby stay with her father.
That sounds like a perfectly fine one. So that's going to be an appeal to a person or group. So that is going to need 7 momentum, and it has a difficulty of his vigilance. He has a vigilance of 3. So effectively, your checks are TN3 to persuade him, and you need to get a total of 7 momentum to convince him of this. Does anyone have a goal that they would like to do separate? For those who don't know, the standard goals that you could try to do are appeal to a person or group. You can try to discern someone's qualities. You could try to discredit someone, or you could spread a rumor. Or if you have your own ideas, feel free to lay them on me. But those are the basic ones that they give you guidelines for.
I want him to just back off. Like, he's being an asshole on the funeral day of his daughter.
Ricci is tired of this guy already and just wants him out of the way. Ricci's going to try to discredit him. Because someone who is hot-headed like that, insulting his own granddaughter's clan, that cannot be tolerated.
All right, I like it. All right, on the board there, I have convince the assault would let the baby stay with their father. TN3 needs 7 momentum. To discredit someone, I believe you need to have them break.
They need to compromise.
You need to compromise them. And then Yui, what are you on? Are you on team discredit or on team convince?
Do I have to pick one or the other?
You don't have to pick one or the other necessarily. Do you have your own idea of what you might do, or are you just going to fill in where you might find yourself more useful during the intrigue?
Pretty much going to fill in because this guy's a dick, so that might have the slightly higher priority of, hey man, calm your shit. But yeah, still very happy to support anyone who's against whatever this guy's doing right now.
Got it. And then he has his secret goal. All right. Right now, we will start with Gen then. She has the opening action. For those who haven't done a lot of intrigues, your actions that you have normally are assist, calming breath to lower strife and fatigue. Your general action is to persuade. You can use command, which has a TN reduction against people who are lower status than you. Courtesy, when you're trying to influence someone of higher status than you, the TN is reduced. And games and performance or other skills have a TN reduction if you guys are of the same status. This man is of higher status than most of you here. That's fairly known. I will just say that to begin with. And then there's other unique actions like he did, which was all will fear me and things like that. You can make other actions or shuji that seem appropriate, but the general one is going to be assist, persuade, and calm down.
All right. To start off with this, is there anyone else on this scene at all?
Ryuji's on the scene, and most of the other people are not getting involved. Most of the other people are peasants at most. Like Sueno's not going to get involved unless you specifically ask her to. She's, oh, this ain't my family thing. All right, I'm not going to try and get involved because that man will ruin my family for generations. It's that kind of thing. Yoichi might step in if things get out of hand, but for the most part, he understands tempers flare at the best of times at funerals, let alone on such a divisive one such as this. But you can see that he's not going to let things get out of hand. And then Gan has his Yojimbo on his side, but you can't imagine the Yojimbo is going to talk a whole lot during this intrigue either.
Okay. I am going to start off with trying to speak to him in a calming tone of voice and say, I understand you feeling angry about this, but I am going for a water persuade check.
Okay.
Here. So, just a sec.
Sure thing. So in this case, because you're going with water and you have already discerned his stuff, I don't have to worry about hidden TNs. It now makes a TN 1. So you're at TN 1 on a courtesy water check.
Okay, perfect.
That's all right.
I will keep 1 success, 1 opportunity with strife, and a second opportunity.
Okay.
1. I will make my argument. And I will use the water opportunity with my shuji called Shallow Waters to learn my target's ninja.
Ah, yes. His desire is to see his granddaughter sit upon the elemental seat of void.
Oh my.
All right. Yui, you're up.
As she's
You gain 2 strife for targeting our Asawa here.
Okay.
From All Will Fear Me.
as she sees that Doji Gen is trying to get a hold of the situation, she would like to assist her.
All right, sure thing. So assist is most like other assist actions. And an intrigue, it pretty much, I think it has 3 tags. It's like a support, movement, and scheme. Do you have courtesy?
I do not.
So it will be unskilled assistance that you're going to give to her. But what is the kind of real key assistance? What is it you whispered again, or argument that you might say? Be like, ooh, and when you clap back on when again, say this. What is your advice?
I think she could probably just say out loud towards the direction of this guy, just something like, "We crab are not known for our tact, but even I know this is neither the time nor the place for this."
Perfect. I like it. All right. That brings us to Bisho.
So, I know I'm going to gain 2 strife for targeting him directly, but I know this is going to be harder using fire on him.
Okay.
I'm going to use fire. I am going to just maybe mouth off a little and ask him why he's trying to make his daughter's funeral about him.
Okay. Yeah. No, let's go with fire TN5. Courtesy.
I have 2 courtesy. Woo.
There you go. You would present as a very poor scorpion if you didn't have any courtesy.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to, I'm keeping the success, the explosive success, and the opportunity. Then I'm going to roll that explosive success.
Sure thing.
No, I'm not going to keep that result. But
okay.
It's all about that opportunity, because I have a shuji I would like to use.
Right. Which one?
Fanning the Flames.
Always a good one.
Yep, and it says social skill fire check, which I'm doing. Targeting 1 or more characters, you may spend opportunity in the following way. And my option is 1 target gains the dazed condition per opportunity spent this way. And I have only 1 person that I want to daze.
Yeah. So dazed characters' vision obscured or their focus is hampered. A dazed character increases the TN of their attack and scheme actions by 2. Very nice. Okay. At the end of their turn, if the character did not perform an attack or scheme action, they remove dazed. You know what? He's going to be dazed a while. That's, I think, just how that happens. All right. Moving on to Ricci.
So Ricci puts his foot down as he rises up to his feet and looks going straight in the eye and says, "Do you not know the tenets of Bushido? Do you not know that compassion for those beneath your station is something becoming of a samurai? You cast that aside so easily. Where is your compassion, Isawa-sama? Where is that compassion?" So I'm going to turn that around, and even though I know it's bad for me, that's a command.
Oh, okay. So that'll be an Earth command, a T and a 4.
And that gives me...
Oh,
I
no,
was
still
sitting on-
4. But you can only keep 3.
I can only keep 3. What I'm going to go for on this one is I'm only going to take 2 of the successes and the opportunity. Even though I fail at what I am doing, I will use my Shuji of Stonewall tactics and try to force Bushido into the conversation. If he targets anybody else other than me, the TN is increased by the number of opportunities I spend. In this case, 1 additional.
Now that the conversation is about compassion and Bushido, and you're the target.
Yes.
Got it. Sounds good.
And I will gladly take my 2 strife for standing in the way of Bushido.
Yeah, I like it. Okay. So that's Ricci. It goes back up to Gon. So yeah, Gon turns to you. When did I forget compassion? On the day that my daughter died. But not just that. When did I cast aside feelings of Bushido and compassion for this lot? On the day you and your friends meddled in my family's affairs. The day you sought to insert yourself into my life, my family's life, and you ruined my family line by having my daughter marry this dirt farmer. And he will again go into fire stance on you. And that will be
This is going to hurt.
3 white, yep. And sorry, 3 ring and 5 white. And boom. You know what? He's going to hit one of his advantages and re-roll 4 and 5. All right, so now I get to keep 3 of these. Be 1, 2, and 5.
Remember,
Those are 3
he's dazed.
Yes, that means the TN is increased by 2.
Yeah, just reassuring.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so now I get to add 3 white.
It's always fun watching the GM just roll so much dice and just see this wave of like horribleness coming.
So he gains 1 strife. Luckily, for all those explosions, only getting 1 strife is pretty good. 5 success, which is, I believe, your vigilance is what, sir?
3.
3. Yes. So he does succeed.
He does hit the 5 then.
He does hit the 5, and he gets 2 opportunity for it, which will be to inflict 2 strife on Ryuji, and the other fire one is remove 1 strife. Let's just go ahead and knock that off a little bit. All right, so that's him. Yeah, compassion died the day my daughter died and all that stuff, and when all of you meddling kids got into his affairs. All right, Gen.
All right, I will take this moment and I will attempt to persuade him some more using a water approach. Telling him that although his ambitions might be disappointed at this time, this does not mean that she could not grow. There have been even Masters of the Elemental Council as high as that who have joined the Asawa in their adulthood.
All right, so that sounds like an earth approach.
I'm going for a water approach, actually.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to be nice and calm and friendly. It's a little bit difficult in this situation, but I understand your desire. And
Yeah. The reasoning threw me off there, but yes, water also works for this.
Okay, I understand your desire. I actually go ahead and make it clear that I do understand his desire. And maybe this is something where Suzume-san can receive an assignment to potentially work up north with you to stay with his daughter, and yet she can be receive the training.
Sounds good. All right, that sounds like a water courtesy. So that'll make it TN 1. You gain 2 strife for targeting him.
Yes, but I get 2 actions.
You get 2 actions, yes.
Okay. I got 2 opportunities, one with strife, an explosive success, and a success. I'm going to keep the opportunity, explosive success, and success. And let's see what that explosive success does for me. All right, that adds a 3rd success with a strife. I am going to go ahead and keep all of those successes, and I will use the water opportunity to buy down my strife by 2. So I gain 1, but lose 2 to
Sure.
net.
Lose 2. You then gain 2 momentum for your cause because you hit a TN of 3. So now you're at 3 of 7 momentum. So you're almost halfway there.
Okay.
And yeah, very good. Oh, I forgot. Yui gave you the unskilled assistance. Roll 1 more. Yeah, go ahead and roll 1 more ring die. I don't know if it'll do you much good here unless it explodes. It lets you get that and then another success after it to get more momentum, but you might get 1 more.
It
If
exploded.
you're willing to grab the extra strife and try it again.
Okay, yeah, because I get to keep it too. So
Yeah.
Go big. Go big.
Go big. If you can get 1 more, you'll be more than halfway there towards your goal. You can get 3 momentum on this 1 roll, maybe. You got a 50-50 shot. Oh, there you go.
Ah!
That hits 5. That brings the momentum up to 4 of 7.
Roll again.
All right, keep the crazy train rolling, or in this case, the reasonable calm train
The reasonable calm train.
of compromise. Yes.
All right, that's it.
And then it blanks out, but still, not bad for 3 strife, considering you also negated 3 strife.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, that worked out.
Yeah, I negated 3 strife, so still net from targeting him, but at least that's something.
Yep. But hey, you got 3 momentum out of that, which is damn good for a single roll. So that's damn nice. Your point hits home that this is something that we could try to arrange. Some sort of arrangement could be made here. Let's not get totally out of hand here.
I have a second action.
Oh, sure.
Take a calming breath.
Yes, go right ahead. Your fatigue or strife, if it is over half, you may reduce it by 1. All right, Yui, you're up.
As well as Doji Gen seems to be doing here, Yui very much appreciated Kodo Richi's point and will assist them with her action, saying something along the lines of, if all it takes for you to give up on Bushido is the actions of a few others, that says a whole lot more about you than it does about us.
Excellent. Yes, no, that'll definitely give... do you have command?
I have 1.
That's all right. Now you have skilled assistance and command for our Akodo. Oh, Bisho, you're up.
I think I am going to assist Akodo.
What's your advice?
Point my nose in the air and just go, huh, pathetic.
There you go. I take it you don't have ranks in command?
Actually, I think I do have command.
I'll be damned.
If it's social, I think I have ranks in that.
That'll bring us into Richi's turn. Tell me what your argument here is.
Yes, if 1 samurai's life is all it takes for you to abandon Bushido, then what kind of a samurai are you? What kind of samurai would want to serve a lord like you?
Very nice.
I'm not getting to more insulting here because Richi's getting a little bit inflamed himself.
Getting a little heated also, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so this is going to be interesting. I have normally 3 white dice and 3 black dice, but I'm adding an additional 2 white dice for the assists.
Again, TN is 4 with command.
Okay, so I can keep 5 of these dice. Let's keep the success with opportunity
Always
The
a good
exploding
choice.
success was strife. The success, and the opportunity. Yeah, so all my white dice I'm going to keep.
Okay.
So that's plenty there. I am going to add on another skill die.
So you're going to gain 2 strife for targeting him.
Oh yeah, no, done. So the thing is that because of my goal, I've chosen to discredit him. I don't generate momentum.
You could generate momentum for your friends as a goal here.
Okay, then that's what I'll do. I'll redirect the conversation that way and say something along the lines of, why would we want a young samurai like Mariko-kun grow up in a area with no sense of Bushido? So with that, I will again use one of those opportunities to activate the Stonewall tactics again, +1 TN to target anybody but me. I will use the other opportunity to activate an Earth opportunity to remove 2 strife from Doji Gen.
Very nice. All right. Oh, you think I've forgotten about you, boy? No, I have not. I've heard about you and that sensei of yours. How many deaths does it take for one to turn their back on Bushido? Let us look at your sensei and count the losses he's suffered, and that's how he's turned his back on Bushido, how he won't even train warriors anymore, how he would lament into his drink, how he's tired of sending children to kill other children. And now you, what are you? According to your wife, you're nothing. Oh, we have heard of the ways she slanders you and your family, and you come to me and you wish to slander my family, to question my truth in Bushido? You sit there and you try to drape yourself in Lakoto's leadership, yet you are nothing but a lowly medic to a pacifist who can't even come to terms with his own role in the universe. Do not come to me, boy. I know all about you and your life. Don't even think you can come to me and say what is right for my family and what isn't. I should also mention the technique that he is keying off here. He needed to hit a TN3 as he unleashes cackling laughter and just starts laughing in your face about the piss poor life you've led and that your sensei led and forced you to lead. And yeah, you want to come talk to him about Bushido? People equal to his fire ring, so that will be Akoto Richi, Ryuji, and Doji Gen all gain 2 strife. And these 3 must make a TN5 meditation check. TN6 for air, TN3 for water. Gan, you were in
Why was some
you were in
water?
water, right?
I
So
have some water.
TN3 for you. Yep. TN5 for everything else. Or receive additional strife equal to your shortfall.
Okay.
Oh, this could be bad.
Yeah. So again, TN5 meditation check. TN3 for Doji Gen.
So for this TN5, I will basically, I'm going to use this opportunity to remove 2 strife from Ryuji.
Okay.
I'm putting myself between him and Gome.
Got it. All right. So again, you guys suffer additional strife equal to your shortfall. So Gon gains 2 and Richi gains 3.
I will point out that Richi is now compromised.
Actually, Richi, you are not compromised. You are at limit if it's only when your strife exceeds composure.
Oh, okay.
Got it. Ryuji gets 3 successes and he was in water, so he's good. He gains 1 additional.
Okay.
So that's not too bad. Ryuji needed you to step in and take some off of him. That was good. All right.
I remember his unmasking of punching someone, and I think that's probably a bad idea.
Yeah,
here.
punching his father-in-law, probably not the best move he can do. I saw, so you get 2 strife from the cackling laughter
Right.
effect.
And I do get 1 opportunity. It is a water opportunity, however, so I use it to remove
there you go.
2 strife.
There you go.
Yay.
All right, so at this point, there is 5 momentum out of 7. You need to hit 2 momentum here to win the intrigue.
You can
Right.
do it.
Okay. I will go ahead and make one more appeal for everyone to calm down and listen to what I have to say about the possibility that there could be a compromise, that we could work together and find ways to make all of these people happy, and all they have to do is just get along nicely with each other. So please listen to me. Although we have a great passion towards Bushido and these things, this does not mean that there is not an answer that we can find between this if we all talk reasonably with each other and be flexible in our understanding of the possibilities that are enabled. As I said, perhaps this is somewhere where Ryojin-san might be able to find a way to work with the Asawa to have training for his daughter without necessarily taking her away. So, one more
Excellent.
attempt at the water
One more,
approach.
one more water courtesy. Yeah.
Okay.
TN of 1. So to pacify everyone and to calm this down and end the scene, you need to hit 3 successes. Whoa!
I rolled a success with strife and 3 explosive successes with strife. So I'm going to see if I can get any opportunities off of that by exploding all of those successes, because I'm going to want to keep them. I will just keep the additional. I might as well keep the water opportunity there with a strife, because I can spend it
Yeah.
to negate 2 strife. So I'll keep
Yeah.
2 of the 3. I got an opportunity strife, a success with strife, and a straight success. So I will keep the opportunity and strife, success with strife, use the opportunity with strife to negate 2 strife. And then I'd like my calming breath at this point to.
There you go. All right. So that definitely exceeds the intrigues of the social
4
goal.
additional, 5 additional, I guess, something like that.
Yeah, lots of successes here. It hit 7 out of 7, and perhaps another way could be found. But we will not find it here today, not in this situation. Let us all take a moment to ourselves. Some time is best spent apart from each other, I think. The feelings are too fresh and too new after losing my daughter, but perhaps there is a way that we can come to a compromise here. After all, it is the loss of my own daughter that has brought me to this point, and I have no love lost for you, Ryuji. I would not wish to have you also suffer the same fate from father to father. Yes, let us take some time on this. And he motions for his Yojimbo to join him inside the house, and Sawagan goes ahead and retreats. So we're going to call that end of the scene there. Anyone who is over half their strife may go ahead and go down to half their strife, which I think is almost everyone.
Oh, you don't know how close we were to a duel.
Don't forget, Doji Gen, you also gain 2 just for targeting the
Oh,
Asawa.
yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I'm at compromise then, but.
Okay, but luckily the scene ends before you have to have too big of an issue. And yeah, everyone's getting worked up, but finally the tempers are able to simmer down a little bit. The Asawa goes back into the home, retreats, takes his time, and we'll leave you all to tend to Ryuji and the aftermath of all this. I'm going to give everyone a brief moment to have a scene here, and then I think we will go ahead and start wrapping things up.
Okay. Gen sort of sags a little bit and pulls out the fan. It's like, I knew that was coming, but your father-in-law is an intimidating man.
I also pull out my fan and start just fanning myself off.
Yes, you should have seen him before the wedding. He was just all temper and bluster and just about pledged to pull the whole thing off. If it wasn't for that Sheikah matchmaker putting her foot down about the arrangement, then I don't know. It all could have come apart then. But
I fear I may have offered a compromise that you may not find as acceptable as you wish, and I hope that you consider it. Your father-in-law believes your daughter is talented as, I believe they are called Ishiken?
Kaguya had mentioned them before in passing, something about a rare form of Shugenja?
I believe your father-in-law believes she might become the elemental master of void.
His eyes just go saucers at that. Are you kidding me? A master?
I would not. If she has such talents, though I'm sure that many clans would desire them, I have never heard of an Ishiken outside of the Asawa and with the links to the Asawa that your wife has, it might be dangerous if she was trained among anyone else.
Dangerous?
I am not a Shigenja. I'm sorry, I do not know, but
If someone would like to make a TN4 theology roll, I would be willing to read them more in on this.
I
I want to
You wanna
try.
try?
Yeah.
All right, go
I'm
for
trying.
it. Yeah.
so this is a void theology,
Earth theology.
earth
That's what we
theology.
call it.
Well, that's better than void.
Earth. I'll still try.
Someone can give skilled assistance if they have theology.
I have theology.
Do you want to lend some assistance to Yui?
Sure. Or they can lend assistance to me.
Who's got the better Earth and or the better theology?
Ooh, this is where I'm like, oh, this gets a little meta. I got 2 earth.
2 Earth.
got-
All right.
I have 2 and 2, so
Yeah, I got 2 and
Okay.
2. I'll just help. You seem to be
all
having
right.
a better.
I will offer
There you go.
assistance unskilled. On the other hand, I have pretty good memory, I'm told. So if I ever
There
ran
you go.
into it,
That's true. I will allow precise memory to come into here if people want to re-roll too. And real quick before the roll goes, just letting you know, you have 1 skilled assistance, 1 unskilled assistance. And Richie, do you have any added insight here?
No, this was far beyond Richi's comprehension. I'm not even going to try to assist.
Got it.
Wow, I think she might even have it.
Yes, Ishiken are by far the rarest form of Shugenja. They have a connection to the element of void, and they challenge the belief that some people have that there are no void kami. They are just the rarest of kami. They are usually solitary. They tend to lead lives separate from the rest of the elements, or are so brief in formation that they are then gone the next moment. But they are known to lead eternal existences if they do form. And the fact that you and Bisho witnessed a swarm of them around the village last night during your ritual to connect yourself with the elements, that might be true, that they are known to call forth more void kami to an area than any other Shugenja. No other Shugenja is known to have the ability to commune with them, to talk with them, but that Ishiken are known to collect them. That said, they only exist within the Asawa family. So that's your knowledge read-in.
Yui will pipe in and say, I'm not a Shugenja either, but I do have some connection with the kami, and I did witness many void kami in this area, and it does track that this could be where she is fated to go, or at least where she will be safest.
Oh, goodness. I guess I'll have to go to Kyuden Suzumi then, if we've really convinced Gon to go along with this, to I don't know, find an assignment for me up there, or maybe have them adopt me into the Asawa. I don't know. How would we go about this? What would we even do?
First, I need to find a particular shrine. Just out of curiosity, do you have any Inari shrines around here?
There's one down the hill at the Golden Sun Plains. It'll take about a day for us to go there. We can set out tomorrow if you'd like.
I think that would be best for everyone.
After this day, I think it's time to get Mariko fed, get her off to Haru, and then I think we should all get ourselves something to eat as well, and maybe get ready for a bit of a long trek tomorrow. If we're going to get down there and back in one day, I wouldn't want to be away from Mariko all that long.
We could take her with us.
She's barely a week old at this point. Is it safe to travel?
Was it safe to leave her alone with your father-in-law?
I doubt he would just steal a baby, right?
I would not put it past that.
The man might be obstinate and ornery, but I don't think he'd steal his granddaughter, but I don't know. Maybe you're right. I have been living in such fear of that man for so long. Just to see you all cow him, that is, I guess maybe I was overthinking it. All right, let's get some rest now, and we'll set out first thing tomorrow, and we'll pack Mariko up with me.
Are we willing to take the trip with us?
We'll see to it that someone can look after her boy, or maybe we'll have to take her boy with us as well. He's still
Yes.
nursing at this point. Maybe we can also just take one of my uncle's, my father-in-law's maids.
No.
The less you have to rely on him, the better.
Yeah, but at the same time, aren't we all thinking that I should go and rely on him entirely for her schooling and training?
No.
No, yes. You
No.
do not. If she is untrained Isawa, there is no future without them. What do you mean?
Oh, there's a future.
What do you mean?
Just take my word. As I say no.
What foolishness are you talking of?
Mm,
There are no Ashikan outside of the Isawa.
Everything will be revealed once we get to the shrine.
A shrine.
we're putting a lot of faith into a shrine.
I'm just giving like the stink eye to Bisho this whole time now.
And Ryuji's, the shrine to Inari down at the Golden Sun Plains. The shrine of a bountiful harvest.
I do not see the purpose of this. If she needs training, then the Asawa are willing, and Richi.
Who says the Sawa are the best?
Everyone.
Admittedly,
There are
Asawa.
no Ashinkan outside of the Asawa.
Let's say the Sawa are the best. This is true. But perhaps there are people outside.
It'll be worth going to the shrine. We'll be able to make the decision afterwards. This isn't.
I don't see the point of going to the shrine, though I assume reverence must be done to the various fortunes.
Whatever decision you make, I will follow.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Let's think on it some more. Let's have something to eat, and let's get in out of the sun. Our friend Doji here is starting to wilt, it seems. And you guys hash out a couple ideas, plots and plans to make ready how to travel with a baby this young. And it gets long into the evening when you hear the sound of a warning bell. Makoto Richi and Doji Gen especially, they know the sound of a warning siren of a fire bell being rung. Doji Gen, you are drifting off, and it's just the sound of that reminds you of the bell that tolled during the tsunami. And Richi, you're reminded of the bell that rung during the fire at Shiramatsu and has rung other times during disasters as a medic. And you know it to mean that there are casualties coming in. And the fire bell is just ringing as loud as it possibly can.
I'm leaping to the feet and
Yeah. Get up, grab the daisho, and run on out.
All right, and you just see
Sana.
people running down the thoroughfare, the wide part of the road that makes up the center of the village here. Yes, go ahead, Doji.
Sueno, get up. Everybody, look after the child.
Yeah, Ryuji is over to Mariko instantly from just barely nodding off, having to hear the circular conversation go again and again. He grabs up Mariko, and then you run out, and you all look down far to the hills, and the Golden Sun Plain is engulfed in flames. There is a red-orange glow suffusing the valley below the Suzume Hills, growing and growing further and further as it snakes its way through the forest and the valley below.
I'm Robert, or Bayushi Shinichi, your host and narrator. Thank you once again for listening. Remember to catch new episodes every Monday, and if you want to catch them early or are looking for more bonus content, please consider becoming a supporting member of the Patreon at patreon.com/CourtGames. To reach out to us, email the show at fortuneandstrife@gmail.com.
I'm Tiff, and I played Kuniyui. You can also find us on the web at courtgamespod.com, Facebook and Instagram under Fortune and Strife, and Twitter at L5R FNS.
I am Tyler, and I've been playing Makoto Richi. You can find me on Twitter or on Twitch as Churcher Games.
I'm Paul, and I was playing Shishiro Bisho. If you want to follow my other projects, I am the GM of 2 LGBT+ podcasts, Tales of Swordfall at Swordfall D&D for D&D 5e, and Gates of Orchid and Iris at GOIL5R for L5R 5e.
This was Jeanne, aka Kakita Kaori, and and also known as, at least today, Doji Gen. If you like, you can also find me on the CourtGames RPG podcast, at the Winter Garden of the Kakita website, or check out The Table Is Yours for fiction readings of the FFG stories.
This has been Fortune and Strife, a Court Games production in association with the Rokugani Historical Society.